All right, travelers, buckle up because Genshin Impact 5.6 is about to shake up everything we thought we knew about Archon Quests, lore, and even elemental reactions. This update is full of unexpected twists, long-awaited character reveals, kinda, and a potential game-changing mechanic that might just redefine team comps forever. Let's dive in. For the first time in Genshin history, we're returning to a previous region for a full-fledged Archon Quest. Yep, while we're still exploring Natlan, Mondstadt is back in the spotlight. But why? Well, it turns out some unfinished business remains. Durin, that same mythical creature we heard about in Dragonspine lore, is finally making an active appearance. And not just that. We're meeting mini Durin. Adorable? Probably. Terrifying? Definitely. Now, here's where things get wild. Alice is back. And she's bringing someone we've only heard about in whispers, Barbeloth, Mona's master and one of Teyvat's most mysterious mages. But, surprise! Instead of their actual forms, they're showing up as Dodokos again. Look, it's cute, but let's be real. How long are the devs gonna hold out on showing us their actual designs? Is this some huge buildup for a massive reveal later, or are they just playing with us? Drop your theories in the comments because I know we're all thinking the same thing. Next, we have new weekly boss, but not through an Archon quest. Here's another unusual move. This update is bringing us a new weekly boss, but it's not tied to an Archon quest like we're used to. Instead, it's introduced through a story quest. That's rare, and it makes this particular quest feel even more important. Plus, we're getting not one, but two cinematic cutscenes. One for the story and one during the battle itself. Expect this to be one of the most cinematic boss fights we've seen yet. Now let's talk about someone flying under the radar, Dahlia. You might have heard his name floating around, but in 5.6, he's officially appearing as an NPC. And let's be honest, this feels like a classic setup for a future playable release. Maybe in 5.7 or 5.8. We don't know his element yet, but we do know he's a sword user, which opens up a lot of possibilities. If the devs follow their usual pattern, they might be gauging player interest before finalizing his kit. So keep an eye on this guy. He might just be the next must-pull. Moving on. This might be the biggest hidden gem of 5.6, the new reaction being tested in Imaginarium Theater. Right now, Dendro and Cryo don't interact in the standard elemental system, but this update introduces a test reaction. Cryo plus Dendro creates thorns, and adding Electro turns them into Superthorns. Now, here's why this is huge. Genshin has tested mechanics in limited events before rolling them out permanently. Could this be an experiment for a future reaction in the main game? If so, it could completely change the meta, bringing Cryo characters back into relevance in new and exciting ways. So, what do you think, travelers? Are you excited to head back to Mondstadt in the middle of Natlan? Will Dahlia be a fan favorite, or is it too early to tell? And what's your take on this new reaction? Do you think we're on the verge of an elemental system shakeup? Drop a comment below with your hottest theories. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more Genshin updates. See you in Teyvat.